Well, I'm not gonna get lynched in the comments, so that's a plus because it's pretty good. Look, I know I'm not wearing black, but this is as close as I got. And it's a little bit fitting because it is Connor's glam suit. You probably know who Sea Dog VA is if you know this manga. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it kind of overexceeded my expectations, and that's a plus. So let's talk about it. I read volume 1 of Black Butler. I'm very pleased with it. I just want to say that now. Not the type of manga that I was expecting. To be completely frank, I thought I was going in reading like a BL. Not gonna lie. But to my surprise, it was not. And even if it was, even if it might turn into BL. There was like a little scene in there that may hint to a connection in that way, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know the ages of these characters. We're just going to move on. The manga begins pretty much introducing a lot of the characters in the first few pages, including the butler. Again, I'm going to be very, very bad with names. Seal, I don't remember the butler's name. Seal is the young master, and then you have 3 characters who I just adore, which are the the gardener, the chef, and the housemaid, who are the goofier side of this story. The butler and the master are definitely not the funny part, but they do have some comedic moments, especially the butler with the 3 house workers. Love them to death. They're hilarious. But you learn very quickly that the butler is not your ordinary butler, even though he says that he's just a butler. But you find out later on in the first volume that he is not. He's not just a butler. The first half of the manga starts off very, very soft, not slow, but definitely not as heavy. It starts light, where they have a visitor coming in, and the butler wants to make sure that everything's perfect for this visitor. However, he is basically fighting the 3 knuckleheads who are his co-workers in the house because they are clumsy. What other adjectives? They're kind of dim-witted. They don't have all of their facilities at all times. So it's up to the butler to basically wrangle them and at the end of the day, fix their mistakes. It doesn't seem like it annoys him too much, so it's a half-decent dynamic. Right before their visitor is supposed to show up, the 3 workers find a way to mess up their tasks. The fine china was broken because the housemaid was clumsy. The gardener had completely killed off their entire land. It was just all barren. And the chef had ruined the meat or something. I don't remember exactly. The butler finds a way in the last minute to make it all work. That's pretty much the first half. There's probably key points that I'm forgetting. I literally, the way that I film these videos, I literally just put this down. That's what I did. Like, you see me put the book down. I mean, granted, I put the book down, I set the camera up, and then I come back here to my seat, open the book, and then put the book down. So I may be missing some stuff, but that's fine. You should go read this. I'm just going to tell you right now, you should go read this. And you should continue it from volume 1, which is what I will be doing because it's good. The second half starts with the butler and the 3 house workers looking for a rat, and the master seal is with seemingly a bunch of more powerful people as well, playing a game of billiards. However, he will only hit the 9 ball. Don't know why yet. I'm sure that'll be explained at some point. But after they're done, the master is kidnapped and taken hostage by some Italian mobsters. The mafia that have the master get to a point where it's not working out, negotiations aren't working out, so they order their men who are around the house to kill everybody in the house. That fails because the housemaid's clumsy, and right before she's about to get snipped, she falls And the butler realizes and takes out everybody that they can see at the house. A couple get away, but they don't get away for long. As the main head Italian mafia guy who has the hostage is on the phone with the people coming back, telling him that they have failed, they have killed nobody, are met with the butler. You don't see how it happens, but you do see the aftermath of the butler, who had somehow destroyed the entire car, had roughed up these guys, and are now hanging off of a cliff. He ends up making the car fall off the cliff. I'm assuming they're done. They're dead. And he is on his way to where they're holding Seal. He gets there, and there's multiple curveballs that happen in a span of like 20 pages. Spoiler warning, if you want to read the first volume, stop here and read it so you can get the effect that I got whenever I read it. But if you want to continue hearing about it, don't stop. Somewhere at this point, the butler gets shot. As he's talking and monologuing with the mafia and Seal, he gets shot, he falls, he's presumed dead. As Seal is about to be, I'm assuming, drugged, Seal then says, "How long are you going to pretend to be dead? Or how long are you going to sleep?" Something like that, something along those lines. And that triggers this entire thing where the butler's actually not dead. The butler gets up, kills everybody in the room except for the hostage and Seal. Still kind of feigning ignorance. He says, "I'm just a butler," but then does say, I'm a demon. I'm a demon butler. I'm a butler. I'm a devil butler, demon guy." And he has a pact with Seal to protect him. Literally, right at the end, I remembered the thing that happened in the middle of the story just now with the to-be wife of Seal and his ring, but I'm not going back and doing that again. I'm not going back. Read it. You'll see it. You'll see it and read it and like it. Thoughts. Way better than I had expected it was going to be. I had seen it being memed a lot in Connor's community because he did the voice of, oh my god, his name's Sebastian. Connor, the way he got his channel started was he would do voiceovers for this character. Yeah. I honestly didn't expect a lot from this manga, but I'm glad that I read it, and I'm glad that I took the time to read it because it is really good so far, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't suck at the end because I want to read more of it. That's it. Let's give it a nice round number. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 colorful frilly hats. Tell me in the comments below what you want me to read next, and I will do that for you because I am a servant to content and my community. That's pretty much it. That's the only reason I put this suit on. This is only like the second time I've worn this suit. I will tell you right now, I'm filling it out. This is the largest size that they had, and I'm a big thighed man that barely fits in it. I can tell you right now, this suit, as I'm sitting, is fighting for dear life not to rip in the asshole portion. That was probably an overshare. Follow me here and on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay, I'm going. I couldn't think of anything. Why do I keep wanting to put this in my mouth?